Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, trend update, Mosul Dam, November 2016. The prophet Nahum describes the destruction of ancient Nineveh, or what is 21st century Mosul, Iraq. And it comes with a flood, and the key verses are as stated below, Nahum 1 verse 8. But with an overflowing flood, he will make a complete end of the adversaries and will pursue his enemies into darkness. Nahum 2, verse 6, the gates of the rivers are opened and the palace is dissolved. So what we got here is a map of Mosul, Iraq, or ancient Nineveh. And if you follow the river that is north and west out of Mosul, we end up to the Mosul Dam. And I'm going to zoom in on this. And the Mosul Dam was built by Saddam Hussein in 1986 on soluble gypsum. So the dam was built on a shifting, poor foundation. And the Mosul Dam has been called the most dangerous dam in the world. It's located 35 miles north and a little bit east of Mosul, Iraq, or ancient Nineveh. And the dam manages the Tigris River in Iraq. Now it's estimated that the dam holds approximately 11 to 12 billion cubic meters of water. Translated, 3.1 trillion gallons of water. AskNumbers.com is where I got the calculations, so I'll leave a link for that. Now, as of March 2016, the dam was in serious trouble. And currently, as of November 8, 2016, an Italian company is completing work and maintenance on the dam. And the name of the company is Trevi, and it's being paid £217 million to improve the situation at the Mosul Dam. And they have 450 staff employees working on the project. And Trevi is being protected by the Italian military. And what Trevi is doing is they are injecting grout and cement into the foundation of the dam. And it's not the structure of the dam that's the problem, it's the foundation where water is eroding underneath the dam and flushing things out below the dam, messing with the foundation. You can check out newcivilengineer.com. Trevi continues dam repairs despite Mosul battle. There's a link provided if you're interested. And one gentleman, Tobias von Lasso, is a specialist on water projects in the Middle East at the German Institute for International and Security Affairs. And this is what he states. Maybe the Mosul Dam is not the most dangerous in the world, but it certainly is in a very disastrous condition. The risk of breach is very high. Not only is it leaking, but some of the gates on one side of the dam are not working, placing great pressure on the other side of the structure. Wonderful news. Now, a major issue is ISIS controls areas where gravel and materials are located for grout and cement. So ISIS has places where, they're trying to get different types of materials to make the concrete and the grout, but ISIS has control over that. Now, they previously managed to take control of the Mosul Dam in June of 2014. Currently, the Mosul Dam is managed by the Kurdish Peshmerga, and the Italian military is standing guard while the Italian engineering company is working on the dam. Now, the issue is ISIS took the maintenance equipment and supplies. So when they were forced off of the dam by the Kurds, they took all the equipment and supplies. And the Kurds have not had time to maintain the dam because they've been too busy fighting ISIS. Now, ISIS clearly wants to destroy the dam, and they've stated this as a goal, and they are trying. October 20, 2016, Kurdish forces, the Peshmerga, destroyed an ISIS vehicle full of explosives near the Mosul Dam. There's even a little video of that on the internet if you're interested. And that was from the Turkish news source Ruda.net. Again, a link will be provided for that as well. And ISIS has used the control of dams as a weapon to flood areas of Iraq. Now keep in mind, ISIS controls 2 dams on the Euphrates River, and I'll back out. to the region. Here's Mosul where the red cursor is, and we'll go straight west to Raqqa, and this is the de facto capital of ISIS. Now, upstream on the Euphrates River is the Tabqa Dam, and that sits right here, and this is on Lake Assad. And the Tabqa Dam is Syria's largest dam. And then there's also another little dam right here below that ISIS has control over. Now these two dams control water to northern Iraq as well once the water leaves Syria. Now ISIS is reported to hold prisoners at these two dams as human shields, you know, with the thinking, well, nobody will bomb the dams if they have hostages there. They just use them as human shields to maintain control of the dam. And if you're interested in this, MiddleEastEye.net fears dam collapse, remain raging battles is the name of the article. And a link will be provided for that as well. Now, back to, you can see the Euphrates, how that flows back into Iraq. And then we'll get back into Iraq. And then down here to the south, we have Baghdad. And so here's the thing, you know, with ISIS controlling a dam off to the north and to the west and straight north in Mosul, you know, Baghdad would be in the target of the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers with big-time dams upstream. An estimated 45 to 70-foot wall of water could flood the Tigris River Valley if the Mosul Dam breaks. And that would be up here in the north. 1.5 million estimated in Mosul. 150 million people live in the Tigris River Valley, and then you throw in the Euphrates River Valley. This would ISIS would decide to blow either of these dams, would displace millions, and it has crossed their mind. And the bottom line is, you know, looking at what is the book of Nahum, talks about the destruction of ancient Nineveh or modern day Mosul, Iraq. You know, within 4 hours, within 4 hours of a dam break of the Mosul Dam, Mosul would be underwater. And then within 77 hours, so what, 3 days, water would reach Baghdad off the Tigris River. And then if you throw in these dams outside of Raqqa, which, you know, if it gets real desperate for ISIS, that's the concern, is that, you know, Raqqa is their capital. And if they were to get desperate, they'd blow that dam. And then you would have massive mess on the Euphrates and the Tigris. And keep in mind, Revelation talks about at some point, the Euphrates River will go dry. So they could just hold water off and dry out the Euphrates just as well, or they could release all the water and block it again and let it go dry, or we could have a drought, or God has options. Future, you know, we know what the future holds. It's just the issue gets to be is how's it going to unfold. But if you're interested in these topics, please feel free to check out paulthepoke.com, Mosul Dam, keyword. Take care. Bye.